on keto, I think I was never low carb enough because I was eating a lot of vegetables that I needed the electrolytes. But then
Mhm.
once I did carnivore, I was like, okay, I really need to learn about these electrolytes and be serious about them. I think that was one thing, maybe I was missing the first month or so was I didn't take it seriously enough that I needed the electrolytes. And then now I take them 2, 3 times a day and it helps so much because I get actually cramps, especially now that I'm breastfeeding. I've been breastfeeding for 19 months. So I will get like cramps in my foot. My foot will go like this if I don't have enough. If it feels like a Charlie horse. I
Mm.
don't know if you call it that, but that's what we call it in your. I get them in my foot or even in my ribs. Sometimes I get like a cramp, and then I'm like, okay, I need more electrolytes.
Yeah, the
So,
electrolytes make a huge difference for us as well. We try to get a lot of it in.
Yeah, and especially when you've been having so many carbs, as soon as you start losing that water, your electrolytes just go with them, with the
Yes.
water.
yeah,
So I think a lot of people make that mistake of like, oh, I'll just eat meat, and then suddenly they're full of cramps and they're feeling a little bit low in energy. And
Mm.
I definitely like the recommendation for electrolytes.
Especially when people don't salt their meat enough. That can also
yeah.
have an effect.
Probably still afraid. And I mean, you can always, there's a lot of controversy in carnivore if you should stop using salt and all this stuff. But I think that's something, maybe an advanced technique
Mm.
for later on. Once you've been doing it a while, you can experiment with no salt or whatever. But when you're first starting out, you definitely need as much salt and I mean, of course, salt is an electrolyte, but um, some people can get away with just salt, like sea salt or Redmond salt, but I think some people really need that combination with um, I use the Redmond electrolytes and they work really well for me. So that's the brand I use.
Yeah, you also need the potassium, the calcium, the magnesium to get a full electrolyte combination.
Yes, absolutely.
Which I think you could get in spring water. But a lot of people don't get spring water. They'll get still or filtered water. And so then it's often deplete in those natural minerals. So I think if you're drinking spring water, maybe the electrolytes might not be as important, but not a lot of people get good spring water.